They're often known as the hidden homeless population. Every year, more than 100 families in Colorado Springs find themselves without a roof over their head. And social workers will tell you that number is most likely undercounted. Tonight, we're going in depth to look at some common barriers facing families in this stressful situation and what our community is doing to help. George Cole and his daughters fled domestic violence in their home state of North Carolina earlier this year. He says the girl's mother struggled with substance abuse and would become violent.
The last day that we were together, she punched me in the eye with a Bic lighter and destroyed my retina, so I'm partially blind in my left eye. I see white in shadows. She tried to attack my oldest, and I called the cops.
They camped for a while in the national forest, then moved in with relatives out of state, but it was not a safe situation, so they sought help from homeless groups in Texas and Louisiana.
And each one told me no single fathers. We don't have anything set up for single dads, just some mothers.
George suffers from MS. He came to Colorado because he could use medical cannabis here for his pain management.
I don't want to take the pain pills that they give me. They give me a lot of pain pills, and with their mother's history, I didn't want to have a repeat of that with me.
He and the girls have been housed in an emergency program for homeless families since the fall. But that program is temporary. Most clients only stay for 90 days.
And I'm told every day by certain people in the program that I don't have much time, that I'm going to have to figure it out.
Data from last January counted 130 families experiencing homelessness in El Paso County, a number that service providers say is lower than reality.
People would say, I know where homeless people are. I see the campments next to the rivers. But with families, the number one place that a family is, for a homeless family, is not a shelter. The number one place is sleeping in their car.
Captain Doug Hansen at the Salvation Army explained that many families are reluctant to seek help or be counted in surveys.
I believe the stigma is this. Families think if you count or register us as a homeless family, you'll take my children from me. But it's not illegal or worthy of taking a child from a parent if they're homeless.
This past May, the Salvation Army reopened the downtown shelter, remodeled specifically to house homeless families. It's already full.
But what we're seeing every night with the availability to house 31 families is that we're turning away 5 to 8 families because we ran out of space.
Andy Barton at Catholic Charities told us one of the biggest obstacles for homeless families is the high cost of rent.
It just gets ramped up with families by virtue of the fact that you've got more bedrooms that you need, and those units are more expensive. And right now in this community, we just have a real shortage of those, especially at an affordable rate.
His organization is remodeling Helen Hunt Elementary to create 24 new transitional housing units for families.
They needed a place where they could ensure that families had a place to live for 18 months, to get kids stable in school, to get parents dealing with employment and getting their cars and getting assistance and all those things.
They plan to open next February. In the meantime, his group is working hard to prevent families from becoming homeless through diversion programs. The city told us housing relief is on its way, with new affordable units being built all the time.
The number of affordable apartments that are being permitted continues to stay pretty high.
But for families like George and his girls, that relief can't come fast enough.
What am I going to do with 3 kids in the streets of Colorado, and cold and snowing? George has an appointment coming up later this week to try to get his family into transitional housing, but it's not guaranteed. He did create a donation page through an online fundraising site to try and come up with some cash in case that plan falls through. Now, the nonprofits that we heard from in that piece, they are always in need of donations and volunteers, and you can find links for all of it on our website at KOAA.com.